In the previous season, a lot of people liked my honeydew melon dessert and they wanted me to make more Chinese desserts that's good and easy. So what I have here, it's fairly decent. It looks like a custard, or it looks like something that could come out of a bistro, for example. And believe it or not, all I used was eggs. All I used were, sorry, English is not my native language. Eggs, milk, and sugar, and it's steamed. So if you can't bake and you want to impress, try this. Fresh is always good. Take a look at it. Moving over right now to the station where Now, so you saw that beautiful dessert. I'm going to show you how to make it first. You're going to need whole milk, or any kind of milk if you want to, but whole milk is the best. 500 milligrams, which is just about, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm used to my ml format, so it's about 2 cups, and that goes with 4 eggs. So if you break it down, it will be 500 milligrams to 4 eggs to 4 scoops of sugar. And the first thing you want to do, you want to have your milk in this little pot here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add 4 heap spoons, which is about 100 grams, because every tablespoon gives you about 25 grams of sugar. How many did I put? I don't remember. Yeah, maybe one more. Sweeter is good, right? Who cares? Here it goes. And you want to warm it over a light flame. So right now I want to leave it on the high. What you want to look out for is that you do not want it to boil over. And at the same time, right here you see a steaming wok. Inside I have my steam rack, and I've put a ramekin in there. The ramekin you need to preheat for this dish to turn out well, right? And I'm turning my steaming wok to a high flame so that it will be at a rolling boil. Okay. The purpose here is that I want to warm my milk to melt my sugar. So I'm letting that cook. I'm going to whip up the eggs really quickly. Remove my eggs. Let's see if I can do this one hand, right? One hand. Ah ha ha! But I made a mess, so try it only at a dirty home. And clean up afterwards. 3. So one thing you notice about my eggs is that it's a lot redder, the yolk, than other normal eggs you find. If you look at eggs you get cheaply in Stop and Shop or various other supermarkets, they have a very light, pale, pasty looking yellow, and that's not appetizing at all, so you don't want to do that. In this dish, you want to make sure that the flavor merges nicely with the milk, so you want a yolk that's nice and rich, right? What you want to do with this egg, the trick is that you want it to have no froth by the side when you add it to the milk, and that the milk solution doesn't have froth on the side, so that you would yield a very nice and smooth custard. Now, the froth I talked about, if you look at this, it's this little bubbles. Yeah, that's not good. So, checking my milk. Okay, I'm turning my milk off. Oops, that's low. See, with the milk, you want it to be at room temperature when you add stuff in. Because I do not have the benefit of time, I'm going to put it in a ice water bath to really cool it down. So this is decent enough. Bring it back here. I've forgotten to turn off the flame. I have no idea why, but the flame is now off. Oh, okay. So very gently move your froth away from your eggs. Pour it in. Look at that. Okay. Whip it up. Whip it up. Smoothen it. Ah la la. I'm making a mess, but I'll clean it afterwards. Okay, so this is fairly decent. Now this is the trick here. I told you, you want your ramekin already in there. You want your wok at a rolling boil. You pour it in, want your eggs to look nice, once more, try to remove the froth, the little bubbles. And that's about it. Cover it up with aluminum foil so that the surface of your egg doesn't get water collecting on top of it from the steamer. Down your steamer goes. You want it to be on high for about 2 minutes, and then you'll turn it off and let it cool within the system for about 20 minutes. There might be a chance that this is not good, because 2 minutes on high steam, yes, and 20 minutes on low steam, rather no steam, yes, but it depends on the size of the system. This system is different from the one I'm used to. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, yeah? Moment of truth, shake it. It doesn't. I'm sorry. So what you need to do is cover it and let it be on high steam for 10 minutes. It might produce a texture that is that's firmer than it ought to be, but at least it would be cooked. So I apologize. I'm letting it steam for another 10 minutes on high flame. I have a feeling that the surface of my egg is going to look ugly, because if you steam it on high, it's going to produce a lot of water vapors that would condense and fall back onto it. And the problem with this is that I didn't cover it properly. I didn't put it nice and tight, so it's moving. Yeah. So you know, if you look at it, the side, it's not good. But we'll make do with decorations afterwards. And if it tastes good, making excuses, it's easy. So yeah, it's going to the fridge to let it sit. I don't know, either overnight, or if you make it in the morning, just let it sit till the night. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry it's not going to look as nice as it could be because I messed up the steaming and the timing, but it's still nicely yellow because we used very fresh organic eggs that had deep orange yolks. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to make a little bit of repairs. First, get your mint, you know, top 3 stems down. Put it in right here, let's see. And then I had some blackberries that were in the market and it looks fairly decent. So right, one for each of you, you and your loved one. And here it is. One idea that I just had from watching Top Chef, or was it Iron Chef, I don't remember. But imagine if you have a large bowl and you put another plate in it. So you put this on top, right? And you create a little moat by the side and pour in fresh tea, hot peach tea, raspberry tea, anything like that to accentuate the flavor and experience of this dessert. How nice would that be? Until the next time, Cooking with Steven. One good way about timing is learning how to sing songs. It's called Les Feuilles Mortes, it's autumn leaves, right? So, you know, if I go up till about C'est une chanson qui nous ressemble, that's about, you know, a minute, something like that. Or if I just go Oh, je voudrais donc que tu te souviennes, you know, that part.